today I wanted to talk to you guys about understanding food toxicity. And before I get started on the subject, I want to say that everyone's detox journey is absolutely different. So some people are only going to attempt detoxing for 2 or 3 days and decide that that's not the way they want to go. And others are going to pick it up and make it their life. So we'll have people that have done detoxes 2 or 3 days out of their life and people that live on juices. So let me get started by saying I am not judging anyone, and I don't think anybody should judge anyone based on the way that they eat. There's different people, there's different understanding, everybody's on a different journey. And so in the end of the day, I hate to be the one that says you're doing something wrong. No, everybody's doing whatever they think is best for their body at the time. Nobody's going to sit here and make the wrong decision. The reason why I'm doing this video is to try to educate you guys on what I have learned throughout the years, because like I've mentioned before, I have tried every single fad diet there has been, and I can't even think of a thing that I have not tried just to look better. But I never considered doing something to feel better. And so at the end of the day, because I was younger, I wasn't feeling bad, so why would I think about how would I feel 10, 20, 30 years down the line? At the end of the day, my essential goal now is I don't want to be put into the category I'm raw vegan, or I'm vegan, or I'm following this lifestyle or that lifestyle. I don't like categorizing my life. I like to feel good. And so with detoxing and understanding how toxic food works, I'm not saying by all means don't eat this food group. You do what you want to do. At the end of the day, your choices are yours and you're going to make them for yourself. But what I'm saying is, if I give you a little bit of information, then maybe you'll change a few things that may help you in the long run as well. So just a couple of super basic things. Let's talk about alkalinity in foods and acidity in foods. So you pretty much have an alkaline ash or an acid ash based food. So what that means is your body, whenever you ingest your food, and once it gets into your system, does it give you an alkaline ash or an acidic ash? Is it good for you? Is it bad for you? And that's all that it is. So with foods that are alkaline, they hydrate your body on cellular level. So your cells are happy and they're like, yay, I got fed something good for me. Like, I can work with this. And then when you feed them something that's acidic, they're like, ugh, okay, let me work with that. And I'm starting to work a little bit slow. And have you ever had like that feeling after, like, say Thanksgiving or like a big holiday where you ate a lot of good, yummy food and then just like, I want to lay down and I'm just going to take a rest here for a little bit? Well, that's exactly what it means. I think everybody can relate to that. And the reason why is because all of the acidic foods are not giving your cells the proper nourishment. So by acidic foods, and I really, really, really like the pyramid that Dr. Morse had and I want to start off with, I love Dr. Morse's book. I am not making any money out of this. I just absolutely adore the man. Everything he has to say, everything he has to teach. Not sure if you can see it, probably not bad from here. But it's the Detox Miracle Source book. I got it off of Amazon a few years ago, read it. It has become my Bible. Guys, it has so much valuable information. And if you're interested in a detox journey, that is the book to go to. I've read many others. That is by far the #1 book that, it goes into it, the anatomy and the physiology of the body, how acidity works, how your body works. It gives you recipes. It gives you, it has everything that you may want to know about detoxification and everything else in between that. So for level 1, when I took the certification with Dr. Morse, we have this pyramid that he had given us, and it was really neat because, we've all seen the pyramid that's standardized and we learned it in school and all that stuff. But in Dr. Morse's pyramid, the way that it was built, it was on the way that you detox your body and you dig deeper. But you know what's at the bottom of the pyramid? The things that you would actually think should be at the top in the regular pyramid. You had animal fats, proteins, dairy, eggs. You had cheeses, you had grains, you had beans, and everything else that you would think is healthy for you. Then afterwards, you had nuts and cooked veggies and greens. Then afterwards, you had raw fruits and veggies, and then you had green smoothies and juices. You had fruits for breakfast, and then lunch, and then maybe a salad for dinner. Then you had 100% fruit. and a fruit smoothie. Then you had fruit juices, then mono fruit, just one fruit, like you eat a meal with just watermelon, you eat a meal with just mangoes. And then you had mono fruit juice, so like if you're doing like a 40-day fast or like some kind of a fast 2-day fast of just juice, whichever juice you chose to do, and then water fasting. And I think in between that there was a lemon fast. Don't quote me on that. So anyway, the way that I look at it, it's the things that you can eliminate. So if you're wanting to go into a detox that's longer than just 24 hours, I would look at it this way. So you can pick any one of the pyramid, and each step that you go, you're detoxing further. Each step that you go, you're detoxing further until you get to a point where you're just water fasting per se, if that's your thing. If not, that's perfectly fine. So be mindful though, because if you do start fasting, you will start having healing crisis. And what I mean by healing crisis, as I've mentioned in my video yesterday, your body is going to start reacting, and you're almost going to think like, this is bad for me, I shouldn't be doing this. But it's because it's detoxing all of the acidity that you have inside of your body. And so you may start feeling like flu and cold-like symptoms. You may have headaches. Depending on how deep you dig and how toxic you are, you may have more severe symptoms. And so actually in this book, you have a lot of the mild symptoms, a lot of like the more advanced symptoms and everything else in between. But I pretty much had like most symptoms actually. I mean, of the first 2 phases. I had my hair fall out, guys. I used to have the thickest hair, and like midway through my journey, I would brush my hair and literally chunks of hair would come out. And I'm like, oh, good, I'm digging deep enough. Something's happening. My head must be so acidic that I am changing my hair. Great, I'll have beautiful new hair. I mean, actually, a lot of it has grown back, so I'm not bald now. But I had like patches that would, like be so thin. My ponytail would be barely like anything. But anyway, so be mindful of those healing crises. And if you do hit a healing crisis, and you're having to work and you having to function and you're a single parent and you're doing a gazillion things, you can always stop your detox. So say that you set yourself on 10 days, after day 5, you're just, like I can't do this. You know how you fix a healing crisis? Easiest thing ever. Eat something that you eliminated. Whatever your regular diet is. Voila, healing crisis stopped. You're not sick anymore. You're not eliminating all of those toxins that you have inside of your body. So that's super, super simple. But just to keep things pretty easy and understandable, if you are going to detox, be mindful and understand what your final goal is. So to me, detox is key. Like I've said before, it doesn't have to be your lifestyle. And if you try just eating raw for a week, you see how energized and how like your life absolutely changes, because you don't have that kind of energy. You almost forgotten what it's like to feel like that childlike energy that constantly surges through your body. Yes, you will have some ups and downs. Yes, it's not always easy, but even if you try it for 2 or 3 days, you're going to see results. You're going to feel better. There's no way that you're not. However, for everybody that's wanting to dig deeper and go deeper, yes, you will have a lot of healing crises. Yes, you will have a lot going on in your mind and emotions, and it's a big roller coaster, but it's so rewarding. And guys, I don't know, like I feel that a lot of people judge, especially food is just such a social thing, and it's so hard for a lot of people to understand and grasp the whole idea of raw eating. And like I tell all of my friends, it's not for everybody. It's not everybody has that understanding. So even if someone changes their one meal, so you start a fast every night whenever you go to bed. Naturally, we all fast, whether we want to or not. I mean, now I take this back. Some people eat in the middle of the night. Most people fast. And when you go to bed, to the time you wake up, your body is in a natural fast. You break your fast every morning when you eat. So what I tell most people and clients that I have worked with is, even if you can't change a thing, throughout your day because you're busy, because you have to stop by the drive-thru, because you have kids that don't follow that lifestyle, because your husband wants to have a meal with you every evening, fine. Most people can change one thing, and that is their morning breakfast. Most people are in a rush. Most people aren't working. Aren't eating. So think about this. Think about changing your morning breakfast meal of whatever it is with just fruit. So you're breaking your fast, and instead of putting the brakes and going like, okay, I'll feed you some really like heavy food that's gonna make you drag throughout the day, and then you need like 5 Red Bulls and 2 coffees to survive because I just did that to you, my food, my full plate of whatever you just ate. That's so filling. Start eating fruit. You're going to feel tremendously better. You may not need to drink 5 coffees. You may only need 1. I mean, still not that bad to drop a few coffees a day. You may not need the extra boost because food that's more alive, it has more alkalinity to it, is going to feed your cells on a different level. You're going to have more energy on a different level. So if you can change one thing, don't ever go on a detox per se, change one thing, you'll feel a whole lot better. So like I said in the beginning, everybody's on a different journey, and that's perfectly fine. If you're a meat eater and you just want to try this for a couple of days, great. If you don't eat meat, that's great too. If you're vegan, great. Like I said, I don't judge anyone based on whatever they eat. That is a choice that we all make, and we all change our minds. So it's sad for me to see like a lot of people getting judged by, oh, you're raw vegan and you ate a cooked meal, so no, I'm not friends with you anymore. Or you're vegan and you cheated with your family that you haven't seen in 10 years. Nope, you're not vegan anymore. Guys, why do we do this to one another? Like, detoxing is a journey that empowers us on an emotional level, on a mental level, on a cellular level. So let's just stick to what makes us us and how to better ourselves. I mean, I don't know what else to say on the topic. I can go on for hours, but you know, that just pretty much wraps it up. If you guys have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.